Good afternoon, my sweet scientists. Last week you were talking about solids, liquids, and gases, the states of matter. And today we are going to talk about the three phases of water, of a liquid. So we're going to start off with a book, and we're going to talk about the water cycle today. Let me share away. Okay, perfect. So today we are going to be learning about the water cycle. And here is our table of contents, where we have our chapter titles and our page numbers. So before we read, we look at our headings, water world, so we can kind of get an idea of what we're going to be learning about. And we look at our photographs. That's a cool picture of water droplets up close. Dinosaur? And we look at our captions. That tells us what our photograph or picture is. It says old water. Most of the water on Earth is really old. It has been around for billions of years. That must be why there's the dinosaur picture. Okay, here we go. And again, this is from Epic Books. So if you want to learn more about it, just type in water cycle on Epic Books and you'll find a lot of different choices. Clouds gather. The sky grows dark. The wind whistles. Small drops of rain begin to fall. Then the large, loud storm begins. Soon, water is everywhere. When there's a storm, it's easy to find water. But if you look closely, even on a sunny day, there's water all around. We are certainly familiar with that, with those kind of storms we have here in Florida, right? Okay, so here we have our label. This is a label. A caption is like a sentence. A label is just a couple of words. So this is a stream. We have our caption here is a sentence. Our bodies are made mostly of water. And over here we have, where is all the water? Most of the water on Earth is in the oceans. This water is salt water. Again, we know that living in Florida. Water flows through streams. It runs down rivers. It fills our oceans. Waves of water crash on our beaches. Water is in plants, water is in animals, water is even in you. It is everywhere and it is on the move. Okay, here's our water cycles, liquid, solid, gas. And we see here, we have water vapor, that's steam coming out of that tea kettle. Here's water, and then we have ice, or snowflakes. Water moves and changes. It can be a liquid. This means it flows freely. The water you drink is a liquid, and you learned about that last week. But if the air gets cold, water can freeze, and it turns into a solid. Ice is solid. When liquid water gets hot, it changes again. It turns into a gas. Then it is called water vapor. So like if your mom or dad is making spaghetti, and they have to boil the water and you see all the steam, that's the water vapor. And here is our water cycle. We have three words here: evaporation. So water is evaporating into the air, it's going away. Condensation, which means it's gathering together. And precipitation, that's a fancy word for like water from the sky, rain or snow. Some things happen over and over. They occur in the same order. This is called a cycle. Water moves in a cycle. There are three parts of the water cycle: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. The cycle starts when the sun warms the water. The water evaporates. It turns into vapor. Next, the vapor rises into the air. So it's just like in the hot summertime, when you get out of the pool and you leave wet footprints everywhere, and then 5 minutes later they're gone. That water evaporated. It rises into the air when you don't even see it, these little teeny tiny particles. There it cools and makes clouds. So then all the water rises up, it cools down and makes a cloud. This is called condensation. CC, cloud condensation. That's a pretty, each snowflake is unique. As clouds get colder, tiny drops of water form. Soon the drops fall from the clouds. Sometimes they fall as rain. Other times they fall as hail. That's like little balls of ice. If it's cold enough, they fall as snow. These are all types of precipitation. The water falls to earth. It collects in lakes and rivers. It flows to the oceans. When the water warms up, the cycle starts again. Round and around we go. Whoops, wrong way. Wonderful water. Cats and dogs. When a dog pants, water leaves its body as a vapor. Water can leave a cat's body through its nose. And here we have water passes through the roots to the leaves, which we know from our plant study. Water passes through the leaves and turns to vapor. And there's our label, says water vapor. Wonderful water. All living things need water. We know that. Plants need water to grow. They get water through their roots. Thin tubes carry the water up their stems. Water then passes through their leaves. It turns to vapor. Animals need water too. They must drink water to live. We all know all living things need water. For yourself. This boy is drinking water to replace the water that he lost on a hot day. And this caption here says, breathe on a mirror. The mirror will fog up. You've all done that before, and then you like draw a little smiley face in it. The fog is the water vapor leaving your body. Humans also need water to live. When you drink water, it moves through your body. It keeps you healthy. Some of the water leaves your body. This happens when you sweat and when you go to the bathroom. Oh, all right. So right here, we see sprinklers. We use water to grow plants to eat. Right here, it's a big dam, not the bad word, the actual, the dam that holds the water. Dams hold back water. They run some of the water through the pipes to run machines that make electricity. Water is being used to cook these potatoes, boiling potatoes, to make mashed potatoes probably. We use water in many ways. It is not just for drinking. We use water to clean things, including ourselves. We use water to grow food to eat. We use water to cook food. We also use water to make power. We can use that power to light our homes. Saving water. A faucet that drips just once per second wastes 20,000 gallons of water each year. So 1 gallon is like your milk jug. So imagine 27,000 of those just because the faucet is dripping, wasting water. This man fixes a leaky pipe to help save water, not winter, sorry. This boy saves water by brushing his teeth with the faucet off. So when you're brushing, you don't need the water running, turn it off to save water. Saving our water. We need water to live. It is important that we do not waste it. There are many ways you can save water. You can take shorter showers. You can turn the sink off while you brush your teeth. If you have a pipe that leaks, make sure to get it fixed right away. Be careful. Polluted water is not safe. It can make you very sick. Be sure to stay away from it. And right here, we see a worker cleans a bird covered in oil. We must keep our water clean. If it is dirty, we cannot use it. Factories may make water dirty. They may leak chemicals into it, and this pollutes the water. Pollution makes water unsafe. Oil may spill into the ocean. This hurts plants and animals that live there. Some may even die. Okay, so this is about this part here. It's not really, the water cycle never ends. It keeps going and going. This is a good thing since we need water to live. It is important to know how the water cycle works. This helps us know why we need to keep our water safe and clean. Okay, so here's a little experiment you can do at home about the water cycle. So just like the other books from Epic Books, if you want to do this at home, pause it and then you can see the directions, okay? It gives you your materials and then how to do the experiment. And then we end it with, yep, you guessed it. the glossary, which is our dictionary of the book, and the index, which tells us what page numbers we can find things on. Okay, so hopefully you learned a little bit about our water cycle. Stop share. Okay, here we are. Hello again. What your job now is, you are going to read the water cycle, okay, which now you have a lot of background knowledge on. And then your discussion post will have 3 questions. What is condensation? What is precipitation? And what is evaporation? In your face. Go back and find your answers. Not too hard. And again, if you want to go find more books on the water cycle, there's a ton of them on Epic Books. You can learn all about water. It's pretty interesting stuff. And I will read your discussion posts later. Sorry, trying to find the stop button.